Hi, I'm Elizabeth Gordon, and today I'm talking about the effect of our environment on our health and self-care. So by this I mean where we live, where we work, where we spend our time. And that can have a huge effect on our health. So is that somewhere you'd choose to be, or are you having to make lots of compromises? So it's trying to find the best balance that you can achieve in your own context, and how could you change things to be even better. So one of the simplest ways is to just go out and find a different environment to enjoy. So I'm lucky enough to live in the countryside. I have this beautiful canal within a few minutes walk from my house, and I just love to escape to tranquility, see the changing seasons, the reflections on the water. But obviously I can't do that all day. I love to find green space wherever I go. So in London I had a really intensive day training, which was in a room with no natural light. So I made sure I did a walk in the morning before I went. I went out for a short walk at lunchtime, and I nurtured myself by having a long walk through Hyde Park and Kensington Gardens before facing going on the Underground again. But it's also where we work. We can't always control that if we work for someone else, but if it's your own space, how can you make it more lovely and feel more calming and create the environment you want to be at your best? Your home is really the most essential part of your environment, because that's where you spend most of your time. Does that feel happy, clear of clutter? Have you got your own sort of quieter space you can escape to sometimes? I moved house earlier this year, and it's really noticeable how this new space feels actually different and freer in many ways. It's also lighter, which is lovely, and we have a view out onto open fields. But there's something that's still not right with it, and when we moved in I had an accident. I had a really big cupboard fall on me in my office, and I injured my neck and my head, and for some reason that room still doesn't feel right. I keep my things in there, but I choose to go and work in another space. I sort of migrate either around the house or go outside with my laptop and my books to work. Sometimes how we work is also critical. So if you're choosing to do a lot of work using the computer and the internet, that can be quite draining of your energy. So I like to make sure that I have opportunities to just go and move my body during the day after I've had a call or done some work. I've got this tomato timer that I set to make sure I just have a little break every now and that keeps my energy up. So it's just looking at your environment you spend your time in, and how could you make it even better for you. Bye.